There's a mystery in the mountains that has the sheriff's office going door to door to find people who may not want to be found. Our Cole Sullivan learned about a judge going out of her way to find jurors.
With all the tourists in Summit County, there's a saying around the courthouse.
You come on vacation and leave on probation.
But these days, it's the locals drawing the anger of District Court Judge Karen Romero.
But it's a very important civic duty, and they need to show up.
Need to show up for jury duty, because people here haven't been. Take last week's trial. Romero expected 330 potential jurors to fill the courtroom benches. Instead, fewer than half showed up.
I thought this is going to be tough to get a jury with these low of numbers, to be honest.
The trial before, only a third came to court.
And I did. I sent deputies out knocking on doors.
She says the sheriff's office rounded up 6 more.
And because of that, we were able to pick a jury.
After 15 years on the bench, she's heard it all.
I lost my calendar. It was an honest mistake. I had to work. I didn't check my voicemail. You know, every excuse in the book.
Some excuses make sense. Others aren't going to cut it. Romero issued court summons for the people who didn't show up last week.
And I typically give 8 hours of community service for every day that the jury served.
But she doesn't understand why people don't seize this civic duty that's also a constitutional right.
It was fought hard for in 1775, 1776. If you look back through history, they really debated the right to a jury trial.
So from now on, she wants folks in Summit County to know not showing up is not an option.
Someone's at a dinner and they say, oh, you don't need to go to jury duty. I hope someone says, oh, yes, you do. Otherwise, you're going to go see Judge Romero and explain to her why you didn't show up.
So when there aren't enough people to pick a jury, Judge Romero has to postpone the trial. That's an administrative problem that causes all kinds of issues with scheduling. But she says it also means a delay in justice, Marshall, for defendants and for victims.
She's got such a good name because people must love when the sheriff's office comes knocking for Judge Romero. What if I'm there, yeah, but this is my summer vacation house before I go back to where I'm really from.
Which is a real issue in Summit County. They have a lot of folks who have second or third homes there. She says every time, that's one of the questions she has to ask, if this is somewhere where you live permanently. And if the answer is no, she says about 15 people's hands usually go up and she has to dismiss them because they can't serve on the jury.
I guess that's the best kind of jury duty for some people. I want to be on a jury. I am begging to be on a jury and I've never gone past the juror's room.
I've never been called before, but I would like to be.
Let's call on you right now about this nonsense. I see the colors. This is what?
I'm guilty as charged. Go Trojans.
That's the last USC reference we're going to have in this show. Thank you, Cole.